Hello everyone, this is BrunoZillinHero, and this is a new thing I'm gonna try. It's called Bruno's Reviews. I'll be reviewing some movies, animes, and video games. But I won't be doing this often really, dude. This is my first time reviewing. And today we're gonna look into a movie that is Monster Hunter, the movie. Based on one of the best-selling games from Capcom in 2018 named Monster Hunter World, and since the upcoming game Monster Hunter Rise is coming up in March in 2021, I think I should explain what went wrong with the movie and warning, there might be spoilers. Actually, I think spoilers is a good thing to tell you guys because this movie was not what I was expecting to be really. Okay. Let's begin. The first problem with the movie is the location name. The movie calls the other world location the New World, which it looks like the old world really than the New World, because I do not recognize that location in the New World really. The second problem is this movie is an isekai. For those who do not know what is an isekai is an anime where people go to another world or reincarnate into another world. And this is what the movie is doing really. Also another thing, Diablos don't travel in packs of two really. They're really aggressive and extremely territorial alone. So mostly they don't stay together, not even their own kind. So mainly one should be there, not two. But at least they got one right. The female Diablos, known as the Black Diablos, is highly aggressive and highly extremely territorial, as they attack anything that gets too close to their territory. But again, they don't travel in packs. And even so, they can't even take down a sand ship. I mean, they can damage it, but their attacks hardly can do any damage to it, really. I mean, these ships can handle an Elder Dragon, even the bigger one like Doraemon, one of the biggest Elder Dragons in the game. Okay, maybe there are a few large Elder Dragons, but you got the point. But this one lives in the sand. And we even see his skeletal remains in the movie later on. Anyway, one of the hunters named Hunter, which is named really field team leader in the game. Come to think about it, the game didn't really give us the names really, mostly the real names. Anyway, he fell off the ship after the Diablos attack. Meanwhile, back in our world, just bear with me, alright? Anyway, we see our main character, Artemis, as she leads her team to find another squad that went missing, and they soon find themselves into another world after a magical storm. Don't ask. The storm sucked them into the Monster Hunter's world, and well, they're all gonna die. Besides Artemis, at least. Yeah, we didn't get to know these people before they die. I mean, they're all gonna die really. So anyway, after entering into the new world, or old world, after falling off a cliff from the tower, which is impossible, and something should have been dead really. Anyway, they travel to the area and find the missing squad, and they are dead. A big surprise really. As such, they travel the area again to find their way back. And they found the dead remains of the Doraemon, like I mentioned before. As they keep going, the hunter tries to warn them about the Black Diablos by firing a red shark near them. Then going there and saying, "Look out, there's a monster coming." But anyway, they got chased by the Black Diablos, they ran away, and 3 of the members were killed. But I got one problem. Why did the Diablo stop charging after she stabbed one of the soldiers really? It will keep charging until it stops. But anyway, they escape to the caves thanks to the hunter slowing the Diablos down from afar. After they enter the cave, well, nightfall comes and they were attacked by the Nerscylla. And they were either killed or captured by them. And just before we continue, I just want to know, I do not know which version of Nerscylla there are in the movie really. I don't know if they're the subspecies or the normal ones, since I cannot see the colors of the crystal or the skin color. Actually, they didn't even show skin color in the movie. They're all gray, even in the sunlight. Also, I don't think Nerscylla has a colony like ants does, as they are spider-like monsters, and mostly spiders live alone than a colony. Anyway, Artemis is the only one that survives and escapes from the Nerscylla, as we see the rest of the team are dead. No big surprise there really. There's a creepy scene that one of the soldiers have the Nerscylla eggs lay on him as they hatch and eating him alive. Alive. That was the creepiest scene I ever seen. And I don't think the Nerscylla eggs actually does that. Or do they? I should really do some research about that really later on. Wait a minute. How's a Nerscylla in my pack? I should really keep an eye on one of my monster pack really. Also, some of the Nerscylla cannot even go outside because the sunlight hurt their eyes. Boy! I saw gameplay that the Nerscylla can be in daylight outside and still give a fight. Why didn't the Nerscylla even use the fang to extend and grab her like in the game as well? She should be either dead or at least kept running. Anyway, during half of the movie, we get some poignant scenes really, such as after the hunter captured Artemis, they didn't even talk or have a conversation. Instead, we got a pointless fight scene, and in the end of the fight, Artemis ended up helping him escape from the Nerscylla's cave, even though she was the cause of him falling into it, really. After that, Artemis explained that Black Diablos is circling the area that they can escape, which I don't think Diablos have such a grudge to people or any animal. They mostly return to the territory really. Okay, they did a few things right in the game, like they needed to collect some equipment for the hunt really, like side quests. As such, they getting the poison for the Nerscylla for the Black Diablos. Artemis did equip some armor and weapon. Oh yeah, let me explain the weapons. They didn't explain or show every weapon to Artemis, nor let her choose which one that suits her and her fighting style really. Oh yeah, let's talk about the weapons. Yes, they look big, but not as big or the same size like in the game. I mean, just look at the great sword, or should I say the medium sword, since it's not as big as like in the game. They can at least use CGI, and they cannot hold 2 or 3 weapons. You need only one weapon. One. That's way too many to hold really. There's a reason the hunters bring only one big ass weapon. Anyway, they set the plans as they launched the barrel far away to distract the Black Diablos. Artemis went to the truck to get the weapons, which they are useless anyway. We saw what they did. So they fight the Black Diablos and they tried the poison, which seem to have failed since the Diablos is now weakened really. So they try stabbing it through the head really, which is impossible since you have to break the head, like breaking the horns to weaken it. You can't just stab out of nowhere. The head is so tough really. Also, did the Diablos look like he was trying to eat the target? Even though the Diablos are herbivores, they eat cacti? So Artemis stabs it in the head and it started bleeding black. Okay, I played the game for a while and I know the monsters do not bleed black or different color. Okay, maybe the bug monsters, but they bleed red. Red! Like any normal animal or monster. depending on the situation really. Okay, after they slayed the Black Diablos, they went to a forest or lake nearby, where they found a pack of Rathalos there, which the herbivores only plant, and they set camp over there. Later, the Rathalos, or known as Greater Rathalos in the movie, attacked a pack of Rathalos and they started a stampede. The hunter and Artemis were in trouble as such. The handler and the admiral came to save them just in time, and some of the Rathalos fell off a cliff due to fear really. And after the admiral saved Artemis, he knocks her out and locked her up in a cage, like some wild animal really. But later they let her go to see the admiral, which is the only person who speaks our language. Okay, here's the other part. Why didn't the admiral teach his team our language in the first place? I mean, he and his team were going to the tower that opens portals to our world anyway, so why he didn't teach his team about our language? Okay, Bruno, calm down, calm down. Anyway, he explains the tower's technology and what it does. And it has been guarded by a large Rathalos named the Greater Rathalos. And he said that it's impossible to kill. You're kidding, right? I slay a few Rathalos in the game and they are not impossible to kill. Trust me, pal, they are not hard. I mean, if it was a Silver Rathalos or Dread King Rathalos, because those guys are hard to kill. Also, he got the Rathalos' weakness wrong really. The Rathalos' weakness is not shooting his wrath, it's thunder and dragon element. Wait, I don't think about it. What the hell's the Rathalos doing over there? That tower is shooting lightning and thunder anywhere. Should it be the Rathalos be dead by any chance by being struck by those things? Okay, back on track. They went off to the tower and faced the Greater Rathalos and... Wait, why are the two handlers there? They are not hunters. They should not be fighting the Rathalos. Anyway, they fought back, but they got their asses kicked. And Artemis fell into the portal and back to her world, and the military rescued her. But the Rathalos came to our world and attacked the military, killing everyone. Yeah, none of them stand a chance really. So anyway, Artemis got up and shoot a flare gun into the Rathalos' mouth. And the Rathalos explodes. Yeah, it explodes from the inside. But that doesn't kill it, as it tried to eat Artemis, but the hunter finished it off by saving her by shooting the Rathalos in the neck. The Admiral, the hunter, and Artemis need to head back and destroy the portal, but they had to face up Gore Magala, which is blocking their path. As they were attacked, the movie ends there. Yeah, we didn't see much of the fight against the Elder Dragon. I mean, we do after the credits. We only see a glimpse seconds, and that's it. Really. Well, this is a waste of time for watching that movie, really. So, that was Monster Hunter the movie. It had some awesome action scenes, but it failed to capture what Monster Hunter is, or what the game is like, really. Or what it needs to be. There's a lot of flaws that the movie had, even the part where they kill the Rathalos, which is the same technique and the same scene or plot they did for How to Train Your Dragon, like the Red Death's death. And also the part of the movie, like I said, it's like a isekai live action, but the story says it's Gate! The anime Gate, I mean. If you didn't know what that anime is about, it's about monsters and knights from another world coming to our world through a gate in Japan. And the military, the JSDF, went through the gate to the other world to stop the invasion. but also creating a town over there, as such creating an alliance as well. This movie felt like it cheated. It cheated by copying a plot from an anime and tried to rewrite it their own way, really. But I heard the news that the movie is getting a sequel, but seeing the box office, well, yeah. I don't think we're getting a sequel. Also, the movie didn't have Proof for the Hero music and got the Rathalos eye color wrong. Anyway, I give this movie a 4 out of 10 and 2.5 stars. And speaking of Monster Hunter, if you don't know, I have a gaming channel on YouTube where I upload gameplays, footage, and do live stream time to time. I even edit some as well to do some fun stuff. If you'd like to see me play some games, go to the link description below where you can find my gaming channel and my alternative channel as well. Till then, this is BrunoZillin signing off.